here we go. I got a little. We'll go here. I got a little bit of intro for this one.
All right.
Did a little AI intro.
Ooh.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
That
I get nightmares but never sleep.
What the fuck? I didn't put that second half in there. No, fucking AI, dude. No, what the?
You creeping me out, AI. You get nightmares but never sleep.
What the fuck?
Love behind the scenes. We were talking about nightmares, but I do sleep before this. That's creepy, AI. What are you talking about? Have you been listening to our conversation the whole time? I'm talking about, and then she's just like, I got nightmares, but I don't sleep.
Yeah.
Like, I have nightmares, but I do sleep. We're like one and the same. That's crazy. Happy birthday, Mr. President. You didn't say it sultry enough. AI.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, that's a sultry AI voice. Can't wait for AI porn. It's going to be the best.
Oh my gosh, dude! AI is
VO porn. AI
is getting crazier and crazier, and I'm sure that stuff exists. I haven't
it totally does.
Looked out there for the AI porn stuff, but like, have you seen the creepy ass like AI where it's like a face that will kind of like mold in on itself, or like the one kept like opening up.
Okay.
It kept opening up to new faces. It was like you this, and it would open up, and it'd just be like all this like melty like goo looking, and it'd be a face, and then it would just like open up to another face. And it was just like a continuous kept opening up to a face, and I was like, oh my god, if I was on drugs, it would break my brain. I would just be like, I think I just screamed no and shut my phone off.
Right.
No.
Smash your phone. Fucking A, dude. Ugh, that sounds disgusting. I can picture it. Your description was good.
It was
to the point where I started to draw the mental picture, and
yeah, it was terrible, and it was wet, and it was
gross. It was wet.
It was wet. The whole thing was wet.
Okay, that made the image even worse now. But like, I didn't have.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's how to go to until they get like perfected on it. Like you got some guy at home just watching it and just being like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And then all of a sudden, like just something real creepy happens. And you'd be like, oh, Jesus. Oh, no, I don't need to do this tonight.
Please stop.
Oh my God. I'm not, I think I'm going to watch cartoons or something. Oh, Jesus.
I want the drugs out now. What did I see?
Oh God, no. No. Or that just like awakens a new kink in like a whole new generation. They're all just like, yeah, I really like when you did that thing, but do you think you can make like a face just like come out or whatever?
That, like,
what?
Like,
no.
You know, could you just turn like half of your body into like this shape-shifting blob thing? That'd be cool.
When you move, can it be all awkward and your fingers and hand like don't work quite right? I like it when the hands don't work right. They never look right.
Fucked up AI movements.
The AI is just like, it's always weird like that they move and they just like herky jerky and the hands never look quite right. The faces move awkwardly. Just, oh man, the guy that is into that solely is like, you lock him up now. I like it when it's real terrifying. Whoa, jeepers creepers.
I would like to show you to this jail cell. Okay.
We have AI inside of this cell right this way.
Pull up in a van. I have some AI inside.
I got some weird AI in the back. You want to get? They get in the van. It's just like done. Lock them up, bro.
Drive that van off a cliff.
You bring him to court, and the judge is just like, oh, you know, I don't know how the fuck. I've listened to so many true crime things. I still don't know how the fuck court works. The judge is just like, what's he here for? And they're just like, we had an undercover cop ask him if he wanted some AI that was in the back of our creepy van, and he said yeah. And the judge is just like, I've heard enough.
Shit.
Oh, anyways,
Anyways,
this is a fishing podcast.
This is a fishing podcast. And it's yeah, okay. We're still gonna do fishing and random take here, but dude,
Yep.
happy 4th. That's like the whole. This I can't believe it. 4th anniversary, 4th of July, 94th episode. It all lined up.
Damn.
Call us
Crazy.
Jay-Z, dude. 444. Yep. That's it. So
I can't do his laugh.
Tracy Morgan again. Or no, not
I've never. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
It's not Tracy.
That dude
Morgan.
from SNL.
Yep. No, he's from Mad TV.
Huh?
He's from Mad TV, ain't he?
No, that guy's from. Well, I mean, maybe there's a guy from Mad TV that can do it, but there's a guy that does it. That was on SNL that can do like Eddie Murphy.
Yeah,
and a bunch of different people.
Yeah, he does like
really
DMX and Jay-Z.
Yeah, I can't remember what his name is. Yeah,
I just can't stop thinking about Tracy Morgan now, and I know that's wrong, but I can't get it out of my head.
Tracy Morgan.
God,
I used to be able to do a better Tracy Morgan when I was younger, and now all I hear is him on 30 Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So it's just like, what are you talking about, Liz Lemon?
That's good. That's really good, though. Okay, dude, we're gonna do it's our 4th anniversary. It's just so fucking much to wrap head around in time wise. 4 fucking years. Holy shit.
Crazy.
Yeah, so we're gonna do a goals check-in, and then we will, let's just talk a little bit about the podcast in general. And production and stuff. So let's do a goals check-in really quick.
All right.
One of your goals was to write down your goals. Have you done that yet?
Oh shit! If I did, I don't know where.
This one is good.
I don't know.
That's very funny.
I think I did that night, but honestly,
really?
like I'm looking at this stuff. Yeah,
that'd be rad if
but
you're just
now,
like flipping through and you're like, "Yeah, I fucking did." Right? But they've been sitting there in front, like in the podcast the whole time.
I don't know what the fuck I write though. Like these notes probably make sense in the
moment. Yeah,
I just got like
you flip the page. There's just like a poop emoji on there.
Dude, I know this is all just like stuff that I wrote down like as we were doing the pod, but I have you seen the Grand Canyon on weed? And then it says gaping hole and has rare chub. I don't remember I remember talking about whatever the hell this is.
Yes. You just probably wrote down those words because it was just a great combo.
And then I look down and I go, did I write down my goals? Nope. I wrote down whatever.
Nope. I wrote down gaping hole and has rare chub though.
Has rare chub. Yeah. I do. It's one page back.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Along with faces I was trying to draw without looking at the page. I was just
You're drawing AI faces.
Yeah, see, some of these like
these are AI generated.
The circles aren't quite there because I was drawing this without looking, and then I look down and I go, that was pretty close, but the circles aren't in the right spot.
Oh, that's so good. Okay, so fishing one. I wrote this down because it was so funny. Record regardless of who's in the boat. And then he said, fuck their feelings.
Fuck their feelings. Hell yeah. I don't give a shit, bro.
But that brought me.
You really got to record us? I'll blur out your face. Shut the fuck up. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, have you thought about cameras at all this year? I don't know how much you've been out. We talk about it on and off. And I thought you had a couple cool moments already this year. You had the
Yeah.
yellow bullhead, right? Wasn't that
That
this
was
year?
last year.
Oh shit, that was last year. Okay.
Yeah.
But you had some good
Yep.
walleye stuff already happening. So anyways,
Yep.
yeah, I mean, have you thought about bringing the cameras out or?
No, because those ones, like, it was extra windy those days,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
should have just recorded it and then just been like, could have overdubbed some audio or whatever.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, for sure.
audio sucks shit when it's windy. When I
It's
try to
so
watch
bad.
people fish when it's windy, it's the worst.
It's so hard. It's
So I
hard to
haven't
watch.
brought out the cameras when it was windy, and we were just drifting over a spot like bobber fishing, and that's how
Yeah.
my nephew ended up catching those big walleyes.
Right.
And last week we were catching some bass and stuff, but I was thinking like I do need to get everything squared away and go out there because he's really like getting into bass fishing, and that's the
Oh,
videos I want to make is
nice.
just, and when I've been thinking about all these videos where it's just kind of like I want to be helpful and kind of
Yeah.
here's some of the tips. I know
Yeah.
I'm not a pro or anything, but I know how to catch them and I know where to look and what to do in certain situations.
Yeah.
And having that knowledge, even if you might not know, I'm almost here trying to like help the beginners really.
Yeah.
And that's
for
literally
sure.
what I have in my boat is a beginner that I'm showing how to fish.
Oh, right. I never
I'm
thought
literally
about
out
that.
there telling him like, look, dude, we got a bright sun day.
Right. Right.
And like right now, those bass are sitting in that shadow cast there. Last week he caught like a 3.5 pounder because I told
Nice.
him like right there is where you want to cast it. And he cast it kind of short or whatever. And he jigged it weird. And I'm like, nah, dude, here, hand me the rod. And I casted it out there. And I like lifted and I did the stuff and I felt something go tunk. And I just like left it.
Mm.
I was just like, because I knew it would spit it back out. And I was like, all right, do you see how I did that? He goes, yeah. And I go, cast it back in there because something just ate that jig, but I didn't set that hook. I bet you money it does it again.
Yeah.
And he does it and bam. Oh, he's like, there's something there. And I'm like, yeah, dude.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
Right where I said it was going to be, right?
Yeah.
So,
and that's
yeah,
exactly why, like, I mean, that was always one of the things that when we joined together to do this thing, that's one of the things we always said. It's like, look, we're not pros, but you have so much experience.
Yeah.
I have a lot of know-how on this. It's not like I'm new to fishing or anything like that. And it was like, what you just said just kind of sums up the whole reason why we were like, we're going to do this thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's fucking cool.
And like what you said, I have knowledge on the thing. I mean, I've never competed before.
Right.
Maybe I have what it takes to be a pro. Who knows? They'll come at me and be like, you're not even a pro. Just be like, who's say? I know I'm not a pro.
Right.
But you can't say that I can't at least compete in like a amateur tournament. We'll see.
Right.
Get a boat someday.
Right. Yeah.
One of these days, man. But no, like that's, do that. And I would like to bring some humor to the table. But as far as the fishing goes in the real world situations, we can get that footage out there catching the fish and then bring the humor to it later.
Yeah, for sure.
With some fun. I like to make the analogies,
Yeah.
It's fun for me.
Yeah.
I've been laughing a lot thinking about different videos recently.
Oh, that reminds me. I got to write something down for after the pod.
Okay. But yeah, just always got the ideas running and constantly thinking about what I should be doing, what I should be recording and stuff. And then in real world situations of when it's like time to record.
Yeah.
It hasn't always worked out.
Yeah.
The one morning a couple weekends ago, I was like hell bent on like this morning I get up early because we went up there without my parents and nephew and stuff. It was just me, my wife, and my son, and they were going to sleep in.
Nice.
And I'm like, I'm going out on the water all by myself. I'm bringing my camera. We're getting it. We're getting after it.
Yeah.
We're going to go out and figure things out.
Yeah.
I get up at 6 a.m. and it's like whitecaps coming straight at the dock. Like, God damn.
I'm not laughing. I'm laughing at the image of you just like being all pumped for the day. Like I just did a montage in my head of like fucking Eye of the Tigers playing. You wake up, boom, 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 boom.
Boom,
Fucking
boom.
6 a.m.
Ding, ding, ding.
It's dark in the house, but there's just enough light. Yep.
Yeah, putting
And
on
then-
those.
Yeah.
Fucking pull up the blinds. Whoosh, and it just like the song just drops out. And
Yep,
you just
yep,
watch
And it's just
and
the
then
sound of
yeah,
and splashing.
but it's still time off, and I'm up all by myself. So then all of a sudden it just starts again. Ding, 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 ding. I'm like, all right, fuck yeah. And I just walk down the stairs and grab my Switch and start playing Zelda. Ding, 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 ding. It's like
Yeah, dude.
6 o'clock in the morning. I'm
Yep.
just playing Zelda by myself.
And you're just deep in Hyrule. by
Oh,
yourself.
hell yeah, dude. I'm just out there just fucking shit up. Just killing all these monsters and just being like, making it windy today, huh? God, dude, just messing them all up. But yeah, no, I will fish in the wind. It's hard to record in the wind.
Yeah,
but in
no, I hear
that
you.
circumstance, the water was still relatively cold, and I don't even think I had my swim trunks up there or nothing. And the way the wind was blowing, it wasn't, if it would have been pushing from like coming out of the east,
Mm-hmm.
I probably would have went still, because it would have like, I could shut the boat off as I'm coming in,
Mm-hmm.
and it would have kind of like pushed me towards the dock.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, like on the same side that the lift was on, but the way it was coming this other way would have like pushed me away from the dock, the same side the lift was on, and just getting it back onto the boat lift with just my wife and son to help would have been a nightmare.
Yeah. But
Yeah. So I was like, well, I'm just going to play Zelda for a couple hours, and then we'll cover the boat back up and call it a day. I go home and mow the lawn. But I was listening to Dungeon Crawler Carl, so I'm just like, we're going to listen to the audiobook that I'm into now, and we're going to make a day. It was supposed to be fishing, but I guess we're shifting gears here.
Yep. Just
And
gotta
it's just gonna-
sometimes.
Yeah,
That's
it's
part
just
of
gonna
fishing.
be pretty much, this was going to be a me day. However, it worked out. And today just didn't go quite my way, but it's still pretty damn good.
Right.
You know?
Right.
It's good to have more than one hobby, because otherwise your day could be really shit.
Right. Yo. I agree. I agree fully, dude.
Yep. But yeah, no, I'm ready to roll. I got the when the time is right here, I still have the Kyogre tied on to the musky thing.
Oh, hell yeah.
I haven't even thought about switching lures. I'm just like, when it gets a little bit warmer, because top water, just, it's not like you can't catch a fish when the water's colder, but top water is a better bite when the water warms up a little bit.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
So-
We'll get into that in a little bit.
Yeah, so it's like, now that we're kind of getting into this time, most of the time I go out there and I'm casting these big lures for the muskies, and I'm not having much luck anyways. I figure I might as well just cast that Kyogre lure every single time until something bites it.
Yeah, dude.
Because I'm going to get something to bite it. There's no way nothing's going to bite it. I don't see how that's possible.
Right.
That thing has such crazy action with
Oh
the
my
big
God.
blue feathers and stuff.
It's amazing.
Dude, if you see the shit that they throw out there, like the giant bucktails with the,
Oh,
it's just tinsel.
right.
I mean, any human looks at that thing and you're just like, that looks like something you'd pull off a fucking Christmas tree.
Yeah. That's
You know, so-
what I was thinking.
If they're going to eat that, they're going to eat my Kyogre. You know,
Yes,
someone's
that thing
gonna
just
eat it.
splashing around on the top. I mean, it splashes. Yeah.
Yeah.
God,
Yep.
I should do one of those in the water shots, like have you cast it at me and then like anyways. You get one. Yeah. Because that thing
Yep.
is wild in the
Or
water.
cast it past you.
Yeah.
I could have,
Oh,
we
and
should
then
do that. You set it up, I
Yeah.
cast it past you, and I'll bring it at you so you see it walking right at you.
Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah. If we get real lucky, it'll get smashed on your way, on the way to the camera.
That'll probably scare the fuck out of me though. I'll be like, what the fuck?
It was
Just
a great
fuck up the
shot until I shit my pants and dropped the camera in the water.
Oh shit.
Dude, it could scare you for sure.
Yeah.
I've never had a
Slam on
big
top
fish.
of the water for sure.
Yeah, I've never had like a big musky hit at the boat before. I've caught muskies before, but it's never hit at the boat. But I've
Sure.
had northerns that aren't that big
Yeah.
smash a lure like right at the boat. You're just like, oh shit! Like when it hits, it catches you off guard because
I bet.
when you're fishing with a little bit bigger lure, you're not catching fish every cast.
Right.
So you almost get kind of like lulled into this like cast, reel. All right, it's almost up, about to cast again. And it's at that moment where you're like, all right, about to cast again. It just goes splash. And you go, oh shit, I didn't see that coming. So it's exciting shit, man.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. The top water, anything that's like close to the surface gets your friggin' heart rate going, man. It doesn't even need to be a big fish. Yeah.
Yeah. You have that lure down as catch something on that lure. You do have that on your list.
Yes.
So I love to hear you. Like,
I wrote it.
When you say that, you're like, It's like, yeah, dude. Oh.
Yep.
Shit. There was something I was going to say. I'm going to let it go. Build confidence and ice fishing skills. I was like, you already did that last year, but you're going to work on that this year, I assume, huh?
Yep.
No solid plan because we're barely into summer, I would assume. But what are you saying?
I mean, that's already slightly in the works because I'm looking into getting some better tires.
Oh,
and that will help driving in snow.
Yep. So it's a perfect example of the extension that a hobby like we've talked about. We did a whole episode on like hobbies get expensive, but like the way that you can expand a hobby or like even the confidence in your hobby goes up. It's like I've had different kinds of snowboards and it's really taken like a certain kind of snowboard to like even get me confident enough to go and try a certain thing. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And I don't, how do I want to put it? It's like, just because I spent more on the snowboard, I don't think that it was necessarily a better snowboard right in that moment, but it gave me the confidence to go try something new because I now had a better snowboard. Yeah. Does that make sense? Like I could have always tried a front side board slide. I'll just say something, like something something basic stuff. It's like I could have always tried a front board, but I was just not confident on the gear that I had. And then I went and bought something that I really wanted, that I spent a little bit more money on. And for a front board, I didn't need that board. But when I got it, I tried it. It just gave me that confidence to go and do it. It's just like, I know that's an example of equipment, but it's an example of like the confidence part of it, right?
Yeah, for sure. No, that totally makes sense. Cause that's like, this last year we had shit ice, but the year before that we had like a ton of snow all the time. Yeah. And I don't even have like, I have tires that are like all weather, but they came on the truck when I bought it.
Right.
So it's time for some new tires anyways, but they're like relatively smooth in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And even though I have 4-wheel drive, it definitely didn't give me the confidence in a little bit deeper snow to try to go that year because I was like, I need to have plowed roads because I'm too scared to go out with those tires. But I want to get something with more aggressive treads that there's like the more aggressive treads have like almost like nubs like on the sidewall.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Like that's going to help you go through snow. It's not just the treads on the face of the tire trying to grip. If it's like you're in a little bit deeper snow
and you have that
got the
extra
sidewalls
side
gripping a little bit too,
Yeah, I can see
you're
that.
not just going to get stuck. You can at least kind of rock it back and forth. And,
yeah, for sure.
Something, I don't know. And maybe it doesn't, like you said, maybe it doesn't really do any difference at all. But it's going to give me the confidence to at least say, just like, fuck your plow roads, bro. You see my tires, dude? I'm getting out there.
Right. Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
And it's not worth doing research or whatever. It's just like, you got to get new tires. You know what you want, and it's going to help. So,
yeah,
fucking, I'm going to do it. It's like, it's just like I got my new hat, throw it on. Yeah, feeling a little extra confident today because I fucking feel good in this hat.
Oh,
You know
dude,
what I'm saying?
you're telling me, man. Oh, I got. All right. I say Bimini. My wife says Bimini.
Okay.
I'm like, I don't know about Bimini. I think I'm gonna say Bimini still.
Yeah.
But Bimini Bay Outfitters, I found like one of those sun shirts, the one that stops the sun, so you don't have to put on sunscreen.
Yeah, for sure.
When we went down to Florida, I stopped at a Buc-ee's and they had the Bimini Bay.
Yeah.
Like I'm a big dude. I don't find a lot of stuff in my size, like in stores.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this gas station has shirts that fit me. And I'm like, look at this fucking price. This is a good price. And then I try it on and I'm like, this is one of the best fitting shirts that I have. Like everything else runs a little bit small in my size.
Mm-hmm.
But this one is perfect.
Yeah.
So I ordered some of their stuff, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I was feeling confident as hell.
Oh, no way.
Oh, so too, we were talking about the Waggle hats, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I did use my Shields gift card to get a Waggle hat.
Oh shit, you
And
did.
I got a Waggle hat it's a gray hat with a fish hook.
Yeah.
And I like they have a walleye and a bass one, and I like the design more, but I like the colors here. So I got that blue and gray hook, and I got the blue Bimini, and I got the one that has the like built-in gator with a hood, and it's all so I'm like looking like a ninja with my new hat on.
Yeah.
And then I got the Bimini Outfitter pulling in with a couple episodes too, where we were talking about marlins.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bimini's like design is like a marlin.
Okay.
And I got their like navy blue shorts that have like light blue marlins all over it.
Yeah,
like
dude.
little. So I'm
this.
wearing that and all of it matched.
Oh,
and
dude.
I'm out there telling my nephew how to fish. And I'm like, you should listen to me. I look like a legit guy.
Like I got the outfit on. I'm a fucking dress for success right now.
Yeah. Do you see me?
Yeah.
Like if I went to the boat landing right now, somebody would pay me to take them out because they would say, do you think he knows what he's doing? And then they'd be like, I mean, look at him. He definitely knows what he's doing. Yeah. Look at that guy. And just be like, yeah, my wife said I look ridiculous, but everybody else is going to be like, he's legit. My dad was like, don't you ever watch the TV shows? That's what they look like. That's what the pros look.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude. So yeah, I was feeling good, even though my wife and my mom thought I looked stupid. But I don't give a shit.
I don't think women have good taste in clothing.
Yeah.
I like the new city gear too. And my wife likes this hat, but we saw the jerseys and she was like, I don't know. And I'm like, that jersey's the fucking shit.
I think the jersey looks dope. Yeah. I think it looks really good.
Yeah. I think she ended up coming around to it by the end of the day because we saw a few of them and she saw like with the hat. And I think, but anyways, I didn't get a jersey. Dude, I'm just saying she saw, mannequins.
This is super random. Before I got on here, we went out to eat dinner and my son has been begging for a Chinese buffet forever. And we don't really care for the one here in town because they charge way too much money for what they get, but whatever. We gave in to him tonight.
Yeah.
Like, whatever, dude, let's go. So we go there. There was a lady there, which I'm all for like doing you, whatever.
Right. Yeah.
Cool.
You do your thing. Yeah.
She was wearing straight up lingerie with like a trench coat over it.
Okay.
It was like
maybe
straight up like underwear. You know, it was like as high as it could go. It was lacy.
Yep.
And then she had like the tights all the way up with like that like clip that went from like the thigh high tights to the underwear.
Yep.
And then she had it like it was like up to here. It was basically just like looked like a nightgown bra. It was like all black. And I looked at my wife and I was like, I think she forgot to put the dress on that goes over that. Because I was like, this is gnarly. Like, I get you want to do you or whatever. And I think certain places that's 100% fine.
Yeah, it just feels really weird at a Chinese buffet.
You're in a goddamn restaurant. I don't give a shit what restaurant it is.
Right.
Even
That's a good point.
McDonald's, like
Yeah.
I'm here trying to eat, and I mean, you're pretty close to getting pubes in my food, I think. I don't know for sure,
Right.
but there's
But
not. I have more clothes on than you, so I mean, if I was a betting man on who was gonna be the one that got him in the food, wouldn't be me. I don't know. But anyways, that was just a side note when we're talking about uniforms and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's this giant wall of mirrors, and I'm facing away, but I can't take my eyes off this lady because she also, like, there's 3 of them, and 2 of them started grabbing their food while she just watched them grab their food, and she just kind of stood there like posing. I'm like, what the fuck is she doing? And then when they finished grabbing their food, then she grabbed her food.
Huh.
And I was like, is this some sort of like weird
Oh, is there like a fetish thing going on?
dom
Yeah.
thing? Yeah.
Right. Right.
And then I saw that like her boyfriend that was wearing a COVID mask, and I just leaned over to my wife and I was like, do you think he's hiding his face in embarrassment?
Maybe it's part of his being dominated or whatever.
It could be like where he's just like, she's like, I'm gonna dress like this and you're gonna have to deal with it. And he's just like hiding his face, like, oh my god, yes, mistress, or whatever.
Right, right.
I don't know, because I told my wife, I was like, because if I'm being 100% honest, I wouldn't mind seeing you in that outfit. But if you tried to wear it like we're about to walk out the door, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
We're trying to go get some buffet here. It's fucking weird.
We've been a Mets family our whole life.
And if you're just catching that one on a Wednesday, you got to go back and catch the whole podcast to get that joke. Tim, this one, I really am curious of what you're saying. Catch a dogfish on your home turf. Now,
yes.
So the spawn, I did a little quick looking because I don't know what your technique is or what your technique or your thought is, but like, there's no real regs on a dogfish. And from everything that you've taught me over the 4 years we've been doing this shit is that like they're spawning, they're aggressive, probably catch them, like, I don't know if it's appropriate. I don't know if it's like, what is it, like the unwritten rule of the road sort of thing where it's like, if they're spawning, you don't go catch them or whatever, but rough fish, I don't know, gray area, maybe. Right. And there's regs for like walleye and bass and things like that you just can't go fishing for them during their spawning time. But I'm thinking like catfish and bullhead, dogfish. Yeah. Whatever. If you can catch them spawning, you probably have a good chance of catching one. That's what I put on this. And the spawn is maybe ending right about now here in Minnesota.
Sure.
But the water temps aren't super high, I don't think, and so maybe they're just starting to spawn. I don't know, but
like
tell me more.
With 70,
what's that?
They're like right around 70 right now.
Okay, yeah. So they're
up north, so like give or take wherever you're at in the state.
Yeah, but a little further north, do you think water temps are reaching about 70? You're saying?
Yup.
So yeah, this might be right on. It might be right. It's in that window. It's like mid 60s to mid 70s is when they start spawning. Right. So could be that time.
Yeah. Now I tell you what, we got the 4th of July coming up, and I got a floating holiday from work that they put on July 5th this year.
Yeah.
So we got the 4th, the 5th,
nice,
the 6th, and the 7th off. So we got 4 days.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And definitely did think about like going on last year on the inside weed edge that we didn't fish a lot in the summer. Was where my nephew caught that bullhead.
Oh yeah.
And it got me thinking,
okay,
if that's where that rough fish is, if that's where the mysterious bullhead is, the only live one we've ever caught on this lake,
right,
maybe that's where this other stuff is. And who knows for sure, but maybe we get some big sucker minnows and we put them on some big bobbers because we
Oh.
have time,
Uh-huh.
and we just go out there
Just
and
chill and bob.
oh my gosh, have a couple drinks,
Right.
maybe find us some gummies or something. I don't know. Have a day of it.
Right.
Just kind of get lost looking at some clouds.
Yeah.
Checking the bobber every once in a while.
Right. And just
Then you
fucking
gotta
be
lean
out
over.
there in America's greatness on America's birthday.
Hell yeah.
And
Yep.
dude. Yeah.
Bring out the speaker. Just get some
Yep.
tunes going.
Yep.
And just chill right there. Who knows? Drop anchor. Bring a floaty maybe.
Yeah.
Just sit out there. Who knows?
Who knows?
The possibilities are endless when you're bobber fishing,
Right.
for a big fish too, because you're not expecting to catch something constantly.
Yeah. That's or maybe not even the catching something constantly, but the annoyance of the fresh sunnies coming up and just nibbling your shit
Right.
away, and just having to deal with those tiny little nibbles that you're always like paying really fucking close attention to, and then you're like, nibble stop, probably got the whole fucking worm.
Yep, you're just always watching, like something's playing with it. You put a big sucker minnow out there, it's like either that bobber is gone or it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Those are your two options. There is no, sometimes you set the depth a little bit weird on a sunfish and it'll like eat it and you're like, what happened?
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, I don't know if I got something. Let me check my bait. And you reel it up and you're like, oh shit, I got a fish.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you get it up, it's like just the hook is just no more. You're like, oh my God, dude. This thing's completely like the hook's coming out its asshole almost. This is it swallowed the shit out of this hook.
Right. Yep.
So you don't have to worry about that with a big sucker minnow.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, dude, I mean,
Cool.
I honestly tossing around the idea. It's just got to be like right now the weekends are like,
yeah, just
I
gonna
don't
feel it out.
have, well, and I mean like just the weekends where it's like get up there. If I get up there Friday night, I'm able to go fishing Saturday morning and Sunday morning. And then you got some times throughout the day for those 2 days, but it's not a big window. So those are like pretty aggressive fishing. So it's like that 4-day window is like, yeah, maybe after like 2 days of fishing hard, like that Saturday or something, when my back is a little bit sore or whatever, I'm going to be like, I'm just going to sit in this chair and hope that bobber goes down type of day, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
So we'll see. That's what it's going to take. And maybe I can convince other people to come out with me. That way we can cast into a couple different spots. You go there, we'll go here. Got like 4 bobbers. I'll sit here. But
yeah, that's cool.
That'd
I
be
like
a weird
that.
one.
I like listening to it. I'm like, yeah, man, that sounds like fucking fun, you know?
Yeah, dude. I know it sounds like a good time when you say like, let's just all go out there and chill.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, we got overhead ice footage, but that's ice footage. That's a while away. You already talked about the Cougar Luger. Damn it, I did it anyway.
Cougar Luger.
Anyways,
yeah.
Okay, so on to my stuff quick. Pickled pike bites.
Ooh.
That was the one that I said, I don't have a recipe because the fishing news that we did earlier. It's like, I don't have a recipe yet. So I still want to get out. And I made that short when I tried to go out and get a pike last year. I made the short as in like the hashtag short YouTube video, the reel, whatever. I can't remember where we all put it, but I made that short video. And yeah, it didn't work out. There just weren't any pikes around. Yeah. But you had said later, after kind of talking about it, you said maybe try topwater. And it got too far in the fall that year, but I had gotten a frog. And now you're saying,
ooh,
maybe a little soon for the topwater yet here.
Oh no, you can do it now.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like on opener, sometimes it's a little bit too cool.
Okay.
Now you're ready to roll,
like
bro.
Between now and July or even August, throw that topwater and see what happens.
You could throw top water pretty late. Yeah.
Okay.
You
Okay.
got time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll bite. I mean, some people say like as soon as it warms up to like 60 degrees, people are like, now it's time for top water.
Okay.
I always feel like, yeah, maybe they're starting to like wake up a little bit, but I'm preferring to throw something else until
Yeah.
the water heats up a little bit more.
Okay.
I just have other, again,
Yeah,
that
yeah, for
personal
sure.
preference, confidence thing. I have confidence in other lures
Right.
earlier in the year, so that's what I roll with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I want to
have
go out there
confidence
and
in
try
frogs when it's hot.
a few different things because like I'm probably going to end up off of a public pier, so I know there's a decent amount of pressure there, and so
Yeah.
like I just want to have that top water because as one of the things in my pocket, so
Yeah.
to know that like, oh no, it's okay, all right, well, good,
Yeah.
cool.
And the top water might be something that they don't see a lot.
That's what I'm thinking, is that just a lot of people probably don't go to the public fishing pier with top waters on.
Right. Yeah, they're just out there bobber fishing or throwing whatever they got.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you could get to wherever the weed edge is, like when you see some lily pads starting to pop up, if you could toss it inside there, gives you something to play with. Yeah, also gives you the opportunity to fish where others might not be throwing a lure. If people are out there fishing the public pier, bobber fishing, they're casting into open water. If you're close enough that there's some lily pads and stuff, you cast that frog like into the lily pads, and people aren't casting over there.
Oh,
Might be giving them something to look at when other people haven't a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Sick.
And if it's high pressured, slow it down. Sometimes downsize.
Right.
Make it smaller and slower.
Thank you.
But that's not what you have to do.
Right. But
it's just like if you cast out bigger and work it faster and you don't get a fish, downsize and slow it down and punch the fucking microphone.
Punch the microphone. Okay. Yes. Okay. Good. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, because I am confident I can get a pike. I am confident that I can pull they're so aggressive. We always talk about how those slimy little bastards hit anything. And I just think that it was I just don't think there was anything around that day. I just wasn't throwing it. I just, maybe the pike were already starting to leave for the fall. I don't know. But
yeah,
I feel like it's possible.
Dude, if you like the idea of sitting out there with the bobber, like I was saying, do the same shit. Get one of those big ass softball bobbers. And a couple of sucker minnows.
Okay.
And get you a big like circle circle hook, octopus hook, like a 1/0, 2/0 type deal. You could put it in there.
Okay.
Those are nice because they'll set the hook when you just start reeling.
Oh.
So like they can eat it, and all of a sudden, because a lot of times you're sitting out there watching your bobber for so long when you're trying to do that stuff, and all of a sudden you like, it could be a while. And you're just like talking to somebody and you look and you're like, where's my bobber?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh shit, where's my bobber?
Oh, okay.
Oh, damn, it's
I've
gone.
been there.
And then all you gotta do is just reel. And as you start reeling, like when you feel the pressure, the hook literally just starts kind of curving and it'll set itself. So as you're like reeling, you just wait till you feel the weight, and then you can just kind of like lift up instead of like really being like bam and setting the hook.
Doing that.
You don't have to as hard.
Okay.
Yeah, so the circle hooks are nice for that. But yeah, dude, just get you one of those like
kick-ass
folding chairs. Cast it out and just have a seat.
Yeah. And just chill.
Yeah. Just get a couple of sucker minnows for the bait cooler. You can get a couple of brewskis for the other cooler. And just have a chill.
That's a good idea.
Have a chill.
That's okay. Kick ass.
That's the shirt. We need to start making shirts. Have a chill, bro.
There, write it down. Have a chill.
Have a chill.
The other one I have is bullhead and make fertilizer out of it. We talked about, I brought.
That's right.
And so the whole reason why I started that, like in going into that research, is because I knew that my wife had started to want. I can't remember if I said this in the fertilizer or the bullhead episode or not, but
Yeah.
I knew my wife wanted to get more into gardening and that she had some ideas and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll figure out how to make fish fertilizer then. Like I'll I can make that into something. I can make that into content. I'll learn something fun and we get to participate together. And then the dog found a dead fish and started rolling in it.
Oh, dude, I know they do that wacky shit. I've had it before where it's like you let the dog out to go to the bathroom in the morning,
Uh-huh.
and you're like, I got like 5 minutes. You go
Right.
take a shit or whatever. I got to brush my teeth and we got to get going.
Yep.
And then you go and like you're letting them in the house and you're just like, oh, what the fuck?
Yep.
It's just like, I got to take care of this now. I can't have her running all over the house and this stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. You had the dead fish, which would be, I mean, about as bad. I can't think of two worse things. I've had my dog roll in like another animal's shit.
Oh,
And she's a white dog, so she comes in with like brown all over her like neck, and you're like, what the fuck? And then you get close and you're like, oh my god, that's shit.
Yeah.
They're so nasty.
Two dead animals. There was a dead deer one time too.
A dead deer?
Yeah, and he fucking rolled in it. It was pretty well decayed at this point. Decayed and what the scavengers had pulled at it, but he had blood on his neck from rolling in it. And I have a white dog too, and he fucking had a red dogs, dude. It was so fucking rank. Yeah, it was so bad. Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, it smells because of the bacteria. That's what's so bad about it. Like you got animal blood. I got fucking shit.
Yeah.
It's both the worst, rankest stuff ever, where you're just like, oh my god, you're gonna contaminate my whole house if I let you go anywhere.
Right.
Even if I lock you in one room, I'm gonna have to come home and clean the whole room.
Right.
I'm going to be late for work because I definitely need to give you a bath right now.
Right. In this moment, you have shit on you. I am cleaning you. Like, what the hell? Yeah. And so now I told my wife, I was like, hey, I'm going to catch some bullheads and I'm going to make fish fertilizer and then you can have them for the garden. And she's like, what? And have the dog roll in it? You're fucking washing him.
Yeah, totally.
And I'm like,
yeah,
shit. So I don't know what I'm going to do now. I mean, I still think I'm going to try to go bullhead fishing and just maybe use them as a learning opportunity on how to clean them.
Yeah.
I don't think that I'm going to catch anything big enough to clean, but also I'm quite certain I'll fuck them up for a while.
Fish. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're stout little fish, so I think you can get a decent chunk of meat off of them, even when they're pretty small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just because the muscles, they're muscular little guys.
Yeah, I guess kind of like catfish, right? Like they got a lot to them there.
Yeah, they're thick little fellas. So
right. Okay.
I think that's why they're popular. That's why like a lot of places you can get catfish on the menu. Right. Same with like cod. Right. I think they like produce a decent amount of meat for what they are.
Right. Yeah.
And they're not hard to catch.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, dogs are. Why are they so stupid? And then they're like still, they're still hopeful. Like a lot of times before I leave, my dog is getting old. Mm-hmm. So she'll like piss and shit on the floor. So we like leave her in the bathroom now. Like don't leave her in a kennel. She's got her like dog bed or food or water, all that other stuff.
Yeah,
we'll like close the bathroom door because it's linoleum and we can keep her contained. Just be like, well, you just get this room until we get home.
Yep.
And I always bring like a minty, like a dog treat in there.
Oh yeah.
And she'll do that shit and you're about to leave and she's just like looking at you like, do I get a dog treat? And you're like, no, you rolled in shit. You don't get a fucking treat. That's
treat cut off today, damn it.
No treat. That's cool. You don't get rewarded for me having to give you a bath because you rolled in shit, you idiot. But I don't get what the hell is up with them. Do they want to just?
I don't.
Maybe I should Google it. Do
I
they want to
know.
keep that stink with them? They're like, oh my god, that's disgusting. I need that on me all day, dude. I need to keep that stink. Do you
need to
guys
keep that
smell
steak
that?
on me.
It's so bad. It's so bad, ain't it? I love it.
I know, because their noses are also super sensitive. Like dogs have really good smelling. So what the fuck is that about? But I looked up how to get the fish smell out, like if there's any sort of secrets, because I was like, I think I heard something like vinegar, like the vinegar baking soda thing that you can do to clean
Oh,
stuff. Like I think you can do that to dogs, but I don't want to hurt his skin. He's already a sensitive little guy.
oh,
And
yeah.
and turns out it's peroxide and baking
Oh,
soda. Oh my god, dude, it's the foamiest fucking thing you've ever seen in your life. It's insane.
I bet it is. I bet it is.
It's crazy.
Isn't that like the shit that you put together to make like the volcano in like grade school?
Well, I think you can use peroxide and vinegar, peroxide and baking soda, or vinegar and baking soda. I always did it with vinegar.
It's something like that. Yeah, the vinegar or whatever. Because I remember you like pack. I remember being like you put the baking soda like in the hole or whatever.
Yeah,
and
and then you
take the little
pour the liquid in. Yep.
Yeah, and it already has like the food coloring in there or
Yeah.
whatever. So you get it and it's like red.
Yep.
Oh shit! Look at that foam.
Yeah. I did that with my daughter one day when we were home. She was homesick. She was
Yeah.
homesick, like she was fine, but she ran like a 99 in the morning or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, so we did fucking volcanoes. I use vinegar because that's
Nice.
what I was taught, but I can't see. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It was the foamiest fucking thing, and it pretty much worked.
Yeah.
It pretty much worked on getting the dog clean.
Yeah.
It had to have a little soap in it too, and
Well, that makes sense because I think the peroxide like eats all of the stuff. I remember that being like another thing that they showed us in grade school where they brought in like the liver of like a cow or some shit and they just
Okay.
filled a fucking sink of peroxide.
and it
And they're
ate the
just
liver.
like, well, not ate the liver, but they're like, oh, it'll eat all like the bad bacteria and it'll eventually stop. But they put it in there and it was just like it was boiling almost. Like,
Yeah, I've
but, like,
cleaned
really
cuts
little
with it,
bubbles.
and it foams up. Like
oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it
turns
foams
into
up because
foam.
it's like,
I never thought about it until
and
this.
and
conversation.
eventually it stops if you keep pouring it on the
Yeah.
open cut.
Yep.
Eventually it stops because I think it's like eating all the bacteria that's like in the cut.
That's a wild fucking
Yeah,
chemical.
so I think it's like the same. Yeah, so I think it's kind of like the same thing where you're like pouring it on the dog and it's eating away all like the organic matter or whatever that's on them.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know the science behind it, but that totally makes sense.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean,
I have
it
to remember
wasn't.
that.
It fucking sucked, but just remember
Yeah,
that one.
totally. I have to remember that next time my stupid ass dog rolls in shit.
Rolls in another animal's shit.
Oh my god.
And then I
So
just have ice fishing on here too. Ice fish again in 2024.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, we'll see about. We'll just let that go. I mean,
Yeah,
not
I
let it
wrote
go,
down-
but like for now, it's fucking almost the 4th of July.
Yeah, I wrote down some like random ass stuff like find Wonder Bread hoodie and like that kind of stuff.
That's right.
I do like that Wonder Bread hoodie.
I know what you're talking about. Yep.
Sims makes a shirt that's kind of like a Wonder Bread color, but it's just like a little bit behind Sims. And I don't. Sims is a fishing company, but I don't really have any of their shirts because I don't have any of that but the shirt. And it feels weird to just buy
What else do they make?
The
Because
shirt.
I thought they were just apparel.
just clothing. Yeah, I think it's just apparel.
Okay.
But it's like fishing apparel. But I don't
Yeah,
have any
right.
like the legit fishing apparel, so it feels weird to buy like just the fishing t-shirts.
Right.
But
Or the
then
hoodie
also
or whatever.
I
Like
yeah.
the streetwear, so to say. If
But
you
then
don't
I
have
also
any of the hangers.
justify I justify it by being like, well, I have quite a bit of like skateboard and snowboard clothing.
Right.
And I have nothing but the shirt in that brand, and I don't represent anything else except for they make snowboarding stuff.
Right.
So I go, well, maybe I should just stop looking at it like this and just buy the fucking shirt.
Right. Like if it looks cool, just fucking buy it anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Because I don't. It's the same thing with Waggle. where I like was trying to talk myself out of it and like, I don't even golf. And then I go, well, that's a dope hat. What are you talking about? Buy this fucking
Yeah.
hat.
And this one's a fishing hat anyway. So, you know,
Yeah.
there we go.
100%. Yep. Anyways.
Well, you know what? Let's spend 10 minutes just patting ourselves on the back because there's some real AFTV goals on here, but whatever. I'm just going to scratch those for the sake of time.
I don't know if I can do this for 10 minutes.
You're going to stretch for 10 minutes?
No, I'm trying to pat myself.
Oh, pat yourself on the back. I could hear the audio fine, but the video got a little laggy, and I was like, I'm not sure exactly what that is. Yeah, dude, 4 years. Holy shit, that's crazy.
It is.
There were a few things I wrote down. Oh, I just want to say, like, I'm super proud of like with the equipment and the software and like, dude, we produce a real podcast here, and you know, it didn't take 4 years, but now we've been doing it like consistently for 4 years, and
Yeah,
it's quality every time, in my opinion. So, dude, I'm proud of it for sure.
Yeah, me too, man. Definitely, you know, like anything, there's things that could be done better.
Sure.
And there's things that I wish I was further along with.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like you don't really think about like the steps that we've taken until I go to like do a Google Meet or like a Zoom call with like my fantasy league.
Yeah.
And they're like, what kind of microphone is that? Are you backlit? And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I am.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. It's second nature. I didn't even think about it. I just turn all my shit on.
Right. I just get in the studio. It just goes.
Yep.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Two things. Oh, wait. No. Three things. I was like thinking, well, it's been 4 years now. You know, we're at 94 episodes. It's actually more than 94 because of, we're into the hundreds because you actually have to.
Because of the specials and stuff.
Yep. But I don't number. Yeah. We don't number those because they're not technically like the real AFTV podcast in the way. So I was looking back at some of the like 1 hour-ish ones that we did, like back before we kind of settled into our when we were trying to be a little more restrictive.
Sure.
We did a Ninja Turtles and real life turtles.
Hell yeah.
I'd like to go back and redo that one now, especially since I've been keeping an eye on snapping turtles. Now, I mean, that could be a whole podcast, really, because people angle for.
Yeah, dude.
Like fishing for turtles is a real thing. It could be its own podcast, but I think it would just be great to go back and revisit that one and with that new perspective. Yeah. And Ninja Turtles, fucking new shit for Ninja Turtles like every day. Did you know there's a new Ninja Turtle game out?
Which one?
There's a new arcade game that just came out. It's called like Ninja Turtles Arcade or something like that.
No, I have to look into that.
Yeah, dude, look into it for sure. And I've been meaning to tell you for a while.
Speaking of that Ninja Turtles arcade, this is real random. Side note, I'm a delivery driver. We talked about it many times. Mm-hmm. I went into a freaking coin laundry.
Yes.
In kind of like an old school, like slightly ghetto-y neighborhood. Uh-huh. Not 100%. But the coin laundry was just a little bit like... a little bit. But when I went in there, dude, uh-huh. No arcade, no setup of nothing.
What?
But on the one wall, mm-hmm. the freaking 4-player Turtles in Time. I'm just like, are you shitting me?
Like in this, like the pixel art Turtles in Time.
I'm like looking at everybody like,
yeah, dude.
Do you guys know what you have? I know you're all here doing your laundry. But like this should be on your sign out We have Turtles in Time in here.
That should be on
That's
your
one of the
sign.
great. It's one of the greatest games of all time. You have the legitimate 4-player arcade game in here.
Oh my god.
I want it to be like, I really need to keep moving, but if y'all got some quarters, let's get down, huh? You want? I'd just be like trying to set it up with them,
Right.
Just be like, have anybody else played this game? Do you guys know what this is?
Do you know? Do you get it?
I will drive back here. I will come back.
I got some
later.
drop offs to do, but I got to pick up when I come back around.
Yeah.
Come on. Somebody's got to give me a roll of quarters. Let's go.
I'm an almost 40-year-old child. Do you guys have kids that'll be here later? If you don't want to play, like
I'll show them.
This is a good game. I need 3 more people.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That's
but no,
awesome.
I'll have to look into that.
God, that's awesome. Yeah,
I just saw a bunch of stuff that was released on Nintendo. That might be for another time. Maybe we'll talk about that.
Oh yeah,
in the second half or whatever.
Yeah, maybe we do because it's just about the 4th of July, and I mean, if off time leads to video games. Hopefully,
hell yeah.
So yeah, maybe we'll do that. So the last 2 I want to talk about before we wrap up here, the baseball cards. Yeah. We did a baseball cards episode. I would love to go back and do that, and maybe we should because you really got into trading cards, right? I mean, like you're.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we should do a trading card episode, I think. Like, we did a baseball cards and kind of like nostalgia. And you didn't have as many baseball cards, but that's what we named it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should go back in. And we've talked about it a lot on the podcast, but I think like a specific random take on that.
Yeah, for sure. Because I was real into trading cards as a kid, and I'm getting more into them as an adult now that I have money to like buy. When I was a kid, it was buy a pack here and there.
Right.
Now I have money to like buy the years I want and just like go on eBay and get a box sent to my house.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Dreamfish, dude. We did a whole episode on Dreamfish, but like I wrote down a few things, because like we've learned a lot more about burbot, the peacock bass, that armored catfish that one time we talked about. Like there's just been so many things over the last 4 years that we have learned. I'm like, man, I almost wonder like Dreamfish, because there's been so many times when you're like, boom, bucket list thing.
Bucket list. Oh, there have been. Yeah, where we're talking like that's a new one.
Right.
That's a new one. Put it on the list. Yeah, there's been a couple of those. Yeah.
Right.
And randomly, I got some shit in the works for March.
Whoa.
To go after a Dreamfish.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Yeah, you told me off air one time. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to keep playing surprise. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
We'll have to save that for later.
Tell everybody.
Okay, just do it.
Should I?
Nah, just do it. We'll wrap up right after this.
Yeah,
this
there's
is a good
no
way
point
to
in
end
like just being like, stay tuned or whatever. Peacock bass are stocked in certain spots in Florida, and I'm looking to go down there. Yeah. And I'm thinking about like, and
you're going to be in the general area of where these peacock bass have been.
We'll be close enough that like I can go fish for peacock bass. And since I got skunked on the redfish when we went out that last time, I go oceanside for the redfish. So might be able to hopefully knock out 2 in the same trip.
Oh shit, dude.
Go big or go home. And I will still have to go home even if I
don't. I'm not staying down here with all these Florida mans. Fuck that.
Dude, 100%. Did you know my wife didn't know about Florida Man?
Yeah.
She was like, you can go fish by yourself one day. And I'm like, that's fine. I would just like, if you guys would stay at the hotel and not leave at all. Don't go anywhere. And she's like, but we wouldn't go near the water. And I'm like, doesn't matter. Florida Man is everywhere. And she's like, Florida Man? And I'm like, yeah, you don't know about him?
You don't know?
You got to stay away from Florida Man.
Oh, that's a great note to end on, Tim. Yeah. Fucking happy 4 years. Whew.
Happy 4 years.
Let's talk about the...
This is water. Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, me too. That's all I got.
Water, that's right. Doing it on school night.
I mean, it's whiskey. It's whiskey straight. Yep. I'm lying.
Yeah, me too. Big, tall glass. Just take it like a man. You can't even tell.
All right, dude. Let's hit the break. talk about some 4th of July on the other side, taking some time off. Breaking for the break. Here we go.
Break down.